Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you the Marvel Future Fight Ragnarok update video. In this video, we're going to be talking about a couple things within the update. Obviously, there are 3 new characters that you can get all together. And those 3 characters, one of them I have at 4 stars because I did use the event tokens. So one of the new characters that I acquired, his name is Skurge from Marvel's Thor Ragnarok. And Executioner's X, he's a physical attacker. Passive is Gunfire of War. Increase all speeds by 5% and can stack. Cooldown time 3 seconds. So I don't think that's a really good passive ability. And as far as the leadership, crit rate and attack speed increases. I guess that's whatever. I don't think it seems very good either. Yeah, I just don't see him being a really good card. So there's 2 other characters that are available within this update, and one of them is Valkryie. Nice special 1 compared to a lot of people. Special 3 just kind of zags in a line. I like the special 3 because you can kind of use it to get out of the way of stuff really quick. Like, I've been doing a super giant fight. That just seems... Okay, so it guards against hits. I don't know exactly what the cooldown is. The special 4 hits quite a bit. That looks pretty cool. I feel like Valkyrie seems to be a pretty good card, based on what I know. Yeah, Skurge, not really. Doesn't seem impressive. And finally, the last character is called Heimdall. The leadership ability increased to all defenses. Situationally useful. If you have a lot of defensive-based abilities, I could probably see that maybe fit into a role. Passive ability, immunity to blind. I've heard that there is a Alliance Battle Extreme that actually affects this, because if you don't get your score reduced by getting blind, it's really good. And the Tier 2 increases skill damage by 25% and bonus damage by 15%, increases guaranteed dodge rate by 35%, and decreases all damage received. So his Tier 2 ability seems really good. Active ability deals bleed damage every second with physical damage built in. A 3-second stun, so he's got an iframe. Or I don't think that's an iframe, I think it's just special ability. So 30% chance of missing attack. All attacks increased. That's just a basic attack. So looks like he's got 2 stuns. So seems like Heimdall is going to be pretty good. And Valkyrie, dodge rate increased by 1%. Leadership ability seems eh. Passive ability increases crit rate. Applies to all allies, not just a leadership ability. Decreases damage dealt from supervillain type characters and increases damage dealt to supervillain type characters by 45%. Again, this is situationally useful. So the Aragorn's Leap is on a 9-second cooldown and guards against 2 hits for 3-second duration. And this one reduces defense. I imagine it goes up as it gets higher. So kind of like ignore defense. And she's also got an iframe stun too. So, interesting. 18-second cooldown is kind of long. So, I'm not really sure how good that is. And on Skurge, physical, bleed damage, a buff, speeds. Yeah, so it seems like Heimdall, out of the new characters, is the best. And also Thor got a uniform upgrade in Marvel's Thor Ragnarok. So all attack and defense by 15%. It changes basically all of the skills. And if you guys do the event, or the new game mode, which is called Cinematic Battle, you can actually see this in action. And you do get bonuses based on if you have a character at Tier 2 and if you have your uniform at a certain rank. So I'm hoping that they do more stuff like this in the future, because it would encourage people to gain uniforms. But this fight, when I did it, wasn't too bad. I think it was the easiest fight. Kind of just tanking stuff. And you can see how his skills do so much different. It seems a lot better than no uniform at all. Yeah, Thor definitely doing some work. This is obviously easier. The cinematic get harder as you get there. Like when I played as Hulk, I ended up having to back away and heal quite a bit, but the first fight's super easy. Skurge is worst of all, really? Yeah, that's what I thought. Skurge is the worst. So that's basically how it goes, and you get 5 rewards a day. So the things that you can get: money, you can get a biometric. So getting a biometric for Heimdall is actually not bad, considering I'm not spending gems to actually get it. So if you get 10 of them, then you can get Heimdall, and then when you can 6-star a character, you can just take him up to 6 stars and get event credit as well. So they added a 7-day check-in event for the Thor Ragnarok. The first day you get 100 energy. The second day is huge because you get 300 biometrics, 300,000 gold, 200 dimension debris, 200 gear up kits, 40 hidden tickets, and then you get a 6-star rank up ticket. So you can take a 5-star to 6 stars. Basically, they want you to take Thor to 6 stars, and I guess that's okay. But in the event mission, they added some stuff in the shop as well. Now, for new players that don't have a lot of 6-star characters, I highly recommend getting the Mega Rank Up ticket. And you're going to have to save 300 of your 315 of your event token fragments to get it. So if you save up to get a Norn Stone of Chaos, that's it. You're done with that. So you can also purchase hidden tickets, which I do recommend picking up a few with the leftover event points, because you're going to need at least 200 hidden battles to actually get Dormammu. And that's a pretty good character. So you don't want to take the Norn Stone selectors. Now, obviously, if you're like Cynicalex and have a bunch of 6-star characters and you probably have mega rank up tickets that you're sitting on, or just rank up tickets in general, at that point, if you don't have a lot of characters tier 2, I recommend Norn Stones of Chaos over Black Antimatter, because it seems like I get a lot of Norn Stones of Chaos, and Black Antimatter I get a little bit more of. As you see, I have 597, 392. So there's also a limited event. If you get level 60 with characters, you get boost points. If you then get 6-star mastery, you get uniform chips. Couldn't they have given something better? That's kind of worthless. Level 3 XP chips are absolutely garbage and definitely doesn't want to motivate you. They should have added something like gems. Boost points might be interesting, and they have been giving out boost points every day. So we'll have to see on that. Now, one of the cool things that they did add in the update is that they added something called card collection. And there's various random benefits that you can get. So if you have a mythic version of a card, it permanently goes in your set. So if you have, for example, the Marvel Zombies #2 and Walta variant, you get 3% physical defense. And this obviously stacks with your alliance bonuses, your card, your ISO 8, everything. So kind of a little bit of extra stuff to help you get through world bosses and other events. And it's not bad. At least they're giving you a reason to actually mythic up cards. I obviously do not have a mythic card yet, even though I do have a couple legendaries. I have a Loki and I have a MODOK Assassin. So Loki is obviously a really good card for new players because you get all attack and cooldown duration. Obviously, the random options I got were absolute shit, so it's not worth slotting. And MODOK, the abilities don't really do much. Like, this is a horrible card. But because now you're going to need all of the cards to get a set, having them is not a bad idea. So these are the cards that I'm using: dodge and cooldown duration. Both stats are actually pretty good because you want to have a little bit of both. Star-Lord, ignore defense, crit rate. Mostly have it for the ignore defense, but physical attack, attack speed, not bad. This is actually a pretty good card. For the Amazing Spider-Man Civil War, I have attack speed, dodge, and then I have a bunch of resist. Physical defense is whatever. I also have a other Mythic Loki, which has dodge, cold, lightning resist. Mostly just slotted this one because of the all attack, cooldown duration, and then dodge. So this was obviously the better one. I wanted Loki for the cooldown duration, and Avengers the Initiative I also have at 5 stars. Attack speed, all defense. I figured this would be good to help me survive in world bosses and Shadowlands because Iron Man is not a tanky card at all. Titania might be. Sharon Rogers is kind of a hybrid offense-defense because her special 3 does give a iframe, which is pretty cool. And this one also has energy attack, so Iron Man's going to do more damage. And crowd control time is kind of cool, but whatever. So own cards, obviously in the heroic rank I have some other stuff, like I have Gwenpool, Star-Lord, Ant-Man. So ignore defense is obviously a really good one. Ignore dodge is good. This one just seems garbagey, Gwenpool. Ant-Man crit damage, max HP. If you need more health, it is okay because obviously it'll make your heals bigger, but crit damage, max HP just seems like garbage. The only reason I would slot this is to get more energy attack for Iron Man, but not really a big deal. This one, obviously, movement speed is crap, so that's why we didn't slot it. And then we have max HP and attack speed. This one's actually a little bit better. And we also have max HP, ignore defense, cold resist, cooldown duration. So this one could be worthy of getting slotted because of ignore defense and cooldown duration. So those are kind of the stats you want to look for. Ignore defense, ignore dodge, cooldown. You want to prioritize your cards around those 3 stats, because being able to use your abilities quicker is really good, and obviously if you can ignore defense and dodge, that is really good. So one of the other things that they added was in the Halloween event. Keep in mind that in the 2nd and 3rd battles, Green Goblin is immune to energy attack. So I didn't realize this, as Iron Man only has 1 skill that is not energy, which is the Missile Barrage, which is physical. So I didn't realize this when I actually completed the Halloween event off stream as I was getting my P.O. Box keys for my personal mailbox. But I had to basically spam the special 4 over and over again until I actually won. So that was annoying. It wasn't really that bad. It's not a hard fight. But it also makes me wonder, why is it called Chapter 1-3? And why... I mean, are they going to be opening up more as time goes on? Or is it only going to be 3 altogether? Obviously, if it's 3, you know the reward to pick. So, they didn't really change anything else. I don't think they added in any new world bosses, but I could be wrong there. Yeah, it doesn't look like they added any world bosses, but currently what I have been doing, I've been farming Supergiant. I'm actually close to getting a 1-star Supergiant, so I'm really excited for that. And as you can see by my unavailable tab, I am currently 5 out of 10 towards Supergiant. Now, is Supergiant the best card in the game? Hell no. But it is a native tier 2, and if I can farm biometric for Supergiant, why not? I mean, granted, I can't get 5 a day because I can't do world bosses like that, but it is cool that I'm getting a character. Leadership ability removes all debuffs on a 30-second cooldown. I don't know exactly how useful this could be. It could be good against Web, against Spider-Man, but that's about it. So, activation rate can silence enemies, which I would assume disables their skills. That could be useful. At tier 2, which you're going to have anyways, 40% increase to all attacks and defenses of summoned characters, 25% increase to health, duration increase of summoned characters, and increases guaranteed dodge rate by 25%. Now, this is obviously on Supergiant herself. So you have to get Supergiant to 4 stars to even see the illusion ability. So I don't know how much I'll like the card, but yeah, that's the one I've been farming. I haven't tried doing Thanos or Ebony Maw or Black Dwarf yet because I have to learn the fight. With Supergiant, I have been pretty reliable with. So that's kind of it for my little update for Marvel Future Fight. But yes, 7-day check-in event is amazing. Obviously, getting extra biometrics is good. And for the event quest, I'm not exactly sure why, but when I was supposed to get the event rewards last night. For some reason, the daily missions did not work, so I'm actually 20 tokens from getting biometrics for Thor, which is absolute shit. I didn't want to actually spend gems, crystals to actually refill the entry, because I'd have to spend 150 crystals just to get 150 biometrics for Thor. And considering I already have a 4-star or a 6-star mastered Thor, why do I need more than 450 biometrics? Well, more than 300 biometrics. I can farm 8 and 9 and get Thor biometrics that way. So, if you like my little review on the Marvel Future Fight Ragnarok Thor update, which I probably can't explain the high-level content because I am completely free to play, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends. It is a favorite. Check out my other Marvel Future Fight videos playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono. And have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!